Hey guys, today we're going to talk about what it takes to get promoted to an expert racer, and we're going to swap out my yellow plates for some nice new white ones. Hey guys, so this video is coming out on Thursday. The same day this video is coming out, I'm driving to Houston for the first round of the CMRA season. So my content will be a little more regular during this season just because there are more things to cover. I'm going to do, I would say every week or two I'll upload during this, like from now through October. I don't want to commit to every week because I don't want to be forced to put out a video that I'm not happy with, that is not helpful, you know, not good content. I want to only upload when I have something necessary to say. And so that happens more during the summer than during the winter. So can't promise weekly uploads, but at least at bare minimum every month, but I would say more like every 2 weeks. Anyway, that being said, I will be racing this year with CMRA as an expert. So let's talk about what that means. How do you become an expert? What are the benefits of being an expert, etc. So obviously when you start racing, you start as a novice. You start with yellow plates. We've talked about the provisional novice licensing requirements. If you don't know about that, see this link here in the top right of the screen. I'll link to that video. So assuming you've completed your provisional novice requirements, you now are considered a novice racer. So you have yellow plates. If there are different expert and novice races, then you'll be in the novice one. Some of them, they combine expert and novice, but your points go off of novice. So if you get 5th place overall, but you're the first novice, then you get first place points. So that's how that works. Also during the practice sessions, they separate expert and novice, so you'll be in the novice practice sessions. So how do you become an expert? You know, you've done your license school and you now have your novice license. How do you become an expert? Well, the main thing that they're looking for, at the end of the day, it's the call of the race director and the board of directors of CMRA or whatever race organization you're with. It's their call whether you advance to expert or not. What they're looking for, I've found, is primarily consistency. They do want to see, you know, good results, fast lap time, stuff like that. But if you're the fastest novice out there and you're crashing every weekend, then you're not going to be promoted. You've got to be consistent. You've got to be bringing home points every race in order to be considered for advancement to expert. Another thing is, do you even want to advance to expert? If you're getting contingency money, you know, for tires, for brake pads, whatever, if you're getting contingency in novice, it may be beneficial to stay in novice as long as you can. As long as you're not just dominating the races, getting first every time, I would consider staying in novice as long as you can. But if you're in novice and you're just winning every race by, you know, 20 seconds and you just never get close racing, you're tired of not having close competition, then it's definitely time to advance to expert. To get more close competition, ride with someone who's a little bit faster than you, and they will tow you to some really good times. The fastest, besides you know, coaching and a lap timer, things I've talked about in another video linked up here in the top right, how to improve your riding as a racer or as a track day rider. But one of the things I mentioned in there is, in some situations, you want to go out with a rider who's faster than you and follow them, learn their lines. You know, don't exactly copy their line, because you may be faster going your line versus how you would do their line. But try it their way, see if it's faster. If it's not, keep doing what you're doing. But it gives you more options. It shows you what opportunities are out there that you may have been missing if you're just out there by yourself trying to improve. There's only so much you can do without seeing what other people are doing. So that's one reason why you'd want to be promoted to expert, is to chase those faster riders in the hopes that they will help you decrease your lap times and make you a better rider. And that's definitely what I'm looking forward to this year. There are some really fast guys in CMRA on SV650s, and other bikes like the Aprilia and the MT-07, FZ-07, stuff like that. But I'm really looking forward to having that cutthroat competition. I'm not going to be winning races anymore. One more benefit of being an expert racer is that you're eligible to race in Moto America if that's your goal. Just set your expectations right. Those guys are ludicrously fast. But depending on what class you want to race in, I don't know about Junior Cup. I honestly haven't considered that because I'm a pretty big guy. So on a 400 bike, I'm not going to be competitive. Even on an SV, I'm pretty big to be competitive on one of those. But so the Twins Cup, they've revised the rules, but I believe the current rules are that you have to have completed 6 race weekends and you have to be an expert. But some of those race weekends could have been completed as a novice. You don't need to complete a certain number of race weekends or score a certain number of points to be eligible for Moto America in the Twins Cup. If you want to do Super Sport or Stock 1000, then you have to have scored 200 points as an expert on a Moto America eligible bike for whatever class that you want to race in. So if you want to go to Super Sport, you have to have 200 expert points on a 600cc bike that's homologated for Moto America use. If you want to go to Stock 1000, you have to have 200 points scored as an expert on a Stock 1000 legal bike. Same thing with Superbike, except it's 400 points as an expert. The points are really high, so you have to really know what you're doing to get to Superbike. Anyway, so that's not the primary reason to be promoted to expert unless Moto America is your end goal, but just wanted to throw that in there that is a requirement for Moto America at the end of the season and throughout the season, but primarily they do this at the end of the season. The board will review all the novices and see which ones should be bumped to expert, or you can write a letter to them and say, hey, I would like to be promoted to expert, and they'll do it if you are eligible to be promoted to expert. And again, they want to see consistency. They want to see good points scored every weekend, no crashes, you come to lots of races. You're not just going to one race weekend per year and, crashing out of one of your, 4 races or whatever. They want to see consistent racing, fast lap times and good results. But at the end of the day, going to lots of races and not crashing are very important. So anyway, if you aren't winning races as a novice, I would recommend not being advanced to expert. I think it's not beneficial to be advanced prematurely. You have to wait till you're ready. But if you're ready, with CMRA, you can write a letter or an email to the advancement committee, and they'll review your case, review your results, and give you an answer. Or at the end of the season, if you impress them, you'll be bumped automatically. So anyway, hopefully that's helpful. So like I said, a week from today, my round 1 race report will come out. The week after that, we are covering the topic of sponsorships. So I think I'm excited about that. I really enjoy that stuff, but I will save the details for 2 weeks from now. But look forward to seeing you next week in the race report, and the week after that on details on sponsorships. Thanks for watching.